Hello everyone, good morning. Today I will be doing a GRWM, which is a get ready with me video where I am just getting ready for the day, doing my skincare and makeup, and then I am also going to be talking about why it's so hard to become a dietitian in California, just kind of going over the requirements, going over why I'm personally struggling with it, and all of that good stuff. Alright, let's get started. So of course I'm drinking my Oxy Shred. This is the non-stim flavor in Raspberry Kisses, and it's so good. So I'm going to be sipping on this throughout the video. But starting off, I have this clindamycin phosphate. It's just a topical solution. I use this for my acne. It was prescribed to me. Yeah, even though my skin is pretty clear right now, I still use it every day. Okay, just like that. Let it dry for a second. To be honest, it burns. I'm hoping to not use it soon, but you know, it works. So I will still use it. And my cat is going crazy right now. You guys can see her. She is insane. Okay. And then for my moisturizer, I use the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion with Sunscreen. I've been using this for a long time, and although the SPF isn't super high, it's still an SPF that I can use every single day because I think it's so important to put on your sunscreen, protect your skin. And also the added benefit is looking younger when you're older. So I definitely do that. I have like this much on. I feel like it's a good amount. I don't know. So anyway, let's get into the video and talk about why is it so hard to become a dietitian. So I live in California, Northern California for that matter, and I'm currently a junior working on my undergrad. So yes, I'm studying nutrition and dietetics, and there are two routes for that at my school. There's the registered dietitian route, and then there's also the food service route. For example, if you want to become a chef or just work in food service, like for example the FDA, this degree can be beneficial for you. You would just pick the other concentration. But for me, I want to become a registered dietitian. I love food, I love nutrition, I really want to help others who may be struggling with that journey. So, you know, becoming a dietitian is like a dream to me. It's when I think about like all the other careers that I wanted to do at one point of another, my passion was really in the money, unfortunately, which I don't believe is really good when you want a long-term job that you will have until you retire. I think you really have to be passionate about it to want to continue to do the job. And yeah, so anyway, so going to school to become a dietitian is more of a recent thing, as I was planning on studying nursing before, and then I decided to just go the RD route, do what I was more passionate about. So when I transferred schools, instead of applying to nursing programs, I decided to apply to as a transfer student to a nutrition and dietetic major. And basically now I'm just putting on a poreless putty primer by e.l.f. So basically getting into the program was super easy. It didn't require any tests. I had a lot of the prerequisite classes just because I was planning on doing nursing. So I finished like all of the biology, but the chemistries held me back because for nursing you just need like a simple medical chemistry class, which I took. But for dietetics you need like 2 years or 1 year of gen chem. Medical chem does not count, so I had to take like extra classes, as well as a very, very basic chemistry class because they weren't doing the prerequisite exams because of COVID. So basically I should have been graduating this year, but now I won't graduate until next year, unfortunately, because that held me back. And another thing is, once you graduate with your bachelor's degree, you're not done. You can't take the exam, you have to have a 1,200 hour, 12,000, 1,200, I think 1,200, I don't know. It's usually an unpaid internship, which lasts for about a year. So that's all unpaid, and it's super competitive because there's so many people graduating. Like, for example, my school has a program for their dietetic internships, but they accept people from anywhere. So just because you go to the school doesn't really mean you're going to get into the internship. And they get, I think, like between 80 and 120 applicants per year. I think it's like, I think it starts slightly after summer. So per year, and they're only able to accept 10 to 12, which is so scary because this is required. Like, if you don't get into the internship, then you can't become a dietitian. You have to do it. There's no way around it. So that's terrifying. And unfortunately, it's not any better with other programs. It's all kind of the same thing, that it's just so hard to get into the internships because there are so many students. And yeah, there's only so many internships as well. So if you think about it, my school having like 120 applicants, like, these are people applying to all of them. So just super competitive, super scary. So now I'm just taking my Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Transforming Powder in Porcelain. And I'm just putting this on with okay, it doesn't even, I rubbed off the brush, but a brush that looks like this. Yeah, so the internship process is super hard. I literally just went to an internship workshop recently. Recently as in like in the past 2 weeks. And if anything, it just terrified me more because they use like a matching program. All dietetic students do. It's called DICAs. And basically this matching program, you enter everything. You enter your volunteer hours, all of your grades for your classes, what like work experience you have, everything like that. And then you apply to schools, but since it's a matching system, the schools don't really have full say in if they want you or not. And you only get matched to one internship if you get matched to an internship at all. So they say that you should only apply to like 5 or less, because if you apply to more, it messes up their algorithm, which, oh my gosh, that sounds terrifying. And yeah, it's very hard. And then you don't want to apply to any schools that you won't 100% go to, so you may have to move like wherever the internship is, which expensive. So you may have to pay moving expenses, move somewhere else where your internship is located. And the craziest part, you have to pay tuition to work full-time for an unpaid internship. Like, what? That's the craziest thing. And so when I first decided I wanted to become a dietitian, I'm thinking like, okay, like, you know, it's not going to cost much because you're working full-time. Like, why would you have to pay so much? No, they were like $15,000 at my school, which I go to a California state school. I'm not going to say which one, but yeah, at my school, they're literally, I think the total cost with like housing, transportation, everything was like $18,000 to work full-time that you have to pay. It's literally insane to me. And yeah, just super competitive. I remember last year I was volunteering for like a student-led organization at my school, which I'm still a part of. It's the thing where we teach elementary school kids. If you watch my other videos or if you have me on Instagram, you probably know what I'm talking about. But basically I'm a part of a program that teaches elementary school kids nutrition. So I'm just using this blush and this fluffy brush. But yeah, so I'm a part of that program, and I remember when it was time to like, there's like a certain day where people get matched, and I remember the week after that, like, it was just, a lot of people were happy because they got into programs, but also these were like the people who were leading this organization, and basically everyone else who didn't get in was just so sad. They didn't want to teach, they didn't want to say anything, but like we already signed up the week before. So it was just super sad, and the craziest part is it gets worse. So that's for your internship. But starting in 2024, I'm just using the MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick. Oh, focus, focus, focus. Okay, I don't think it's gonna focus, but just using this. Now I'm just going to take my LA Girl Pro Face. This is my bronzer. And I'm going to take that same fluffy brush that I used for my blush and just lightly, this is very dark for my skin, so just very lightly go around my face. But yeah, so it gets worse because in 2024 you will be required to have a master's program before you can take the internship. I mean, before you could take the RD exam. So after you're done with your bachelor's degree and you're done with your 1 year internship that you have to pay for, then you can take the RD exam. But pretty soon they're going to make you get a master's program, which is fine because honestly I wanted to get the master's program. I mean a master's degree, what am I talking about? But just the fact that it's required, and let me just tell you one thing. The pay to become a dietitian, not that good. It's a lot less than a nurse. I think it's about like 80,000 in San Francisco, which I don't know, it's not good. I'm using the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. Oh, I forgot. I need to curl my lashes first. What am I doing? So, just using any random eyelash curler. But yeah, you're gonna need a master's program. And the crazy thing is there's not a lot of master's programs in the Bay Area at all. So now that everybody's gonna need one, it's just insane because I mean, schools are going to have to create these master's programs because if not, how are people going to become dietitians? There's absolutely no way if there's not enough programs, if there's not enough, just everything. How are people going to graduate? Like, if people already can't get into the internships, how are they going to get into the internships and master's programs when there's so many people trying to get into the same programs and there's not enough space? Alright, the eyelashes are curled. Now I'm just going to do my eyeliner. Alright, good enough. I don't know. Eyeliner is like the thing that it's either good or it's not good, and then I can't fix it, so. And now I'm taking the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Oh, I think it's upside down. Sorry guys. So yeah, I'm just taking that and putting that on my lashes. But yeah, I know there are some coordinated programs in California. I think there's like 2, which basically mean that you're doing your bachelor's degree and your internship at the same time. which would be awesome because it would be like comparable to a nursing program pretty much, you know, where you are doing your clinicals, all of that while you're in school, so you don't have to like apply to separate programs, then everyone doesn't get in. It would just be like done at the same time, which would be cool, I think, at least, because then I don't know, then the only thing you'd have to worry about is the master's program. But I heard that my school is one of the schools that are going to have a coordinated master's program and internship, which would be cool. But also I don't know when that's going to be around, or if I can even get in, because, you know, they accept everyone. I mean, they accept like students from anywhere, and if there's only like a limited amount of spots, who knows if I'm gonna get in. So it's a scary process. But anyway, I am done. I'm all ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant, and if you are becoming a dietitian, let me know, because it's hard. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up on this video and subscribe if you haven't already.